Good, yeah. But no, that's just the truth. That's just the truth. Like, I feel like
Even
the
though Drake
problem also
doesn't
with
even Drake looks like I probably look more black than Drake does.
I really I don't know.
I feel good sometimes I don't. Like, no.
Ladies,
Jump,
boys,
girls.
lend me your tires. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing? How you guys doing? My name is Papi Chulo, MJ McDeezy, aka is your sister single? Like, please let me know. I've been asking that since like last year.
Telling you she
Please.
ain't, man, but
She ain't. Oh,
okay.
yeah, she
Just
ain't.
take the
But
hand
ladies and
already.
gentlemen, and to my left, all right, we have
It's your boy Bess back in
it's your
here.
boy. Really your boy, but your boy.
Mhm.
And guys,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, we're back. First of all, for those who care, would like to apologize. For those who don't care, would also not like to
We won't
apologize
like
to
to
guys.
apologize, yeah.
We wouldn't.
We're
But
used.
ladies and gentlemen, I mean, obviously 2020 has been fantastic for all of us. I would like to believe, but
Mhm.
for me personally, I mean, guys, we just needed a break. I feel like everyone needed a break, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Best, how was your 2020, man? This last semester for you, as most of you might know, we're in university.
Yeah, I mean the first half obviously, hit you like a truck because Corona. That
Came
was
in like a wrecking
unexpected.
ball.
Yeah, that happened. Summer was pretty mellow, and then like my semester started after. So I mean, I enjoyed it, man. I really really enjoyed online studying because I cheated a lot. Like I aced my
Of
exams.
course,
I'm sure my
of
results come out in
course.
a few days. Fingers
Mm.
crossed. But I think it did good, man. And like that's what it's
Hey,
about. Because like
good for you.
I think if you're
Mm.
doing it from the comfort of your own home, I don't mind it, man. Because I'm the guy who would hate getting up and going to class. So yeah. How about yourself though?
Oh, dude, I obviously a few mental breakdowns here and
Oh
there,
yeah,
but I mean, yeah, of
obviously, yeah,
course,
yeah.
obviously, and
That's how
that's
it
why we
goes.
took a break for exactly. That's why we took a break from the
Hmm.
podcast. Have I been masturbating? Hell yes. Like, I literally painted my bathroom. Yep,
Yeah,
yeah, that
MJ's room used to be like it had black walls, but
exactly. That's semen right there.
he just
Nah,
did
but no.
what's that guy's name?
Mm.
Justin Pollock, that
Uh,
famous
uh,
like artist.
uh.
Jackson
Oh,
Jackson
yeah, yeah.
Pollock. Jackson Pollock. Yeah.
It should be. It should be.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, today our topic, the topic we're gonna look at, is culture
Appropriation.
appropriation.
Whatever
So,
that means.
for those guys who don't know what it means, like my
I don't know what it
lovely
means.
friend here,
I mean,
culture
I know what
appropriation.
it's about, but yeah, go ahead.
So, to be an appropriator, appropriation itself means appropriation refers to taking something that doesn't belong to you, and most often refers to an exchange that happens when a dominant group, white people, takes or borrows something from a minority group, black
Black
people,
people.
and that has
Yeah.
historically been exploited or
Mm.
oppressed black people
All right.
again, guys. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, best. So that's what culture, for those who might want to know, refers to anything associated with a group of people based on their
Their beliefs and
ethnicity, religion,
values, traditions, customs,
geography, or social
folklore, and all
environment.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. This might include,
Music,
beliefs,
food, and
tradition,
all that.
language, exactly,
What you
objects,
wear and
ideas, behavior.
everything. Yeah.
I mean, most often culture is thought of as belonging to a particular ethnic group,
Mm.
because we all have one thing that makes us common is we all have culture, maybe different, but we all have it. So, ladies and gentlemen, best,
Mm.
how would you like to go through this? Have you ever seen any culture appropriation, or have you ever been an appropriator yourself? Tough questions. Tough questions.
I'm just gonna leave right now. Bye.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
um, have I been an appropriator? Okay. See, it gets kind of tricky because
Mm.
when Indian people are talking with in their own Indian accents, like "Hello, how may I help
Mm.
you today, sir?"
Mm,
You're gonna
mm,
say
mm.
he's being Indian,
Five
right?
stars.
But if an Indian dude, first of all, I'm not Indian by the way because I'm starting with an Indian example. I'm from
Of
Pakistan,
course, of
but
course.
the fact that I'm trying to say when they see people from Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and all, if we try speaking English in like an accent that isn't associated with our like people most of the time, then we're all like people start considering us as wannabes or like white people, like people who are trying to be white.
Yeah.
So I always wondered, am I being an appropriator there? but we weren't the superior, like we weren't the dominant group. We were always the minority.
Yeah.
So I don't think that counts.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, I can't also honestly put like this is that and this is that, because obviously as a white man, as a black person, as a black Asian, as a Caucasian, as a black man,
Mm,
as a Negro, as most people would put me in that group,
okay.
it is hard
Say it.
for us.
Say it.
No, it's true. Like I
No,
can't
no,
speak
no,
for
no, no.
you know I can't speak for myself, because like honestly, if I sit down and look at appropriation, we look at most likely African Americans, because obviously the mass majority of the things we consume as people comes from America, comes from the Western world.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
like example, if we take this back to slavery, our brothers and sisters, those that were caught,
Yeah.
those slowpokes, ran. So those who were caught, those who were caught and taken to
Eric
America,
Tubman. Yeah.
America,
Yeah.
exactly. Who became slaves,
Mm,
and grew up there. One thing they lacked was culture.
mm.
So you see, I can go back home and I'll know my culture. Like, oh, I'm a Lozi man. So Lozi is a part of a tribe. So I come from the Shaka Zulu time, and then we branched out and went to Zambia. So I'm Lozi from Northwestern, right there. Am I right? Northwestern or Western? Oh my word, please! I've forgotten where Lozi people are from. But yeah, so I'm a Lozi. I know my culture. I know my chief. I know my I don't know my language. I
Who's your
can't speak
chief?
it. The Litunga. So the Litunga is someone,
All right.
it's called the Kwamboka ceremony. So you see, I can tell you my culture,
That's awesome, man. Yeah.
that I was born into, from my father and my mother. But people of African American descent didn't have culture.
Yeah.
They were just taken. They were robbed of their culture. They were taken, and then
Yeah.
those who were first taken knew their culture. But as obviously as the line went, 400 years is a long time.
It is.
It's a
Four
long time.
centuries,
So
yeah.
they created their own culture. So culture appropriation. Let's look at it. Music. Everyone knows black people pretty
Free
much have.
jazz, soul, funk, a
There
lot
you
of
go.
them. Yeah.
Created. You
Yeah.
see,
Hip-hop,
created jazz, soul, hip hop, because that was they needed a way to
blues,
vent.
I think, as well. Yeah.
Exactly. And you know what happens is when you create something, and then the dominant people, white people, see like, oh, bro,
Mm-hmm.
this is what's happening, and that's how they start making money off of you. It still happens today.
Definitely.
I mean, white.
That's
Mhm.
yeah. Go on.
Yeah. So white people still they still do this. Like example, when it's like even us now, we've been trained. Like, well, oh, like one of my friends, like when
Mm.
he was on the podcast, Hunter, you should actually talk to him about this thing if you ever have a
Shout
chance
out
to.
Hunter. Yeah.
Shout out Hunter.
Shalom,
He's from
Mhm.
exactly Africa. Yeah, Africa. African
He's from
American
Africa.
lad. From Africa, yeah, African American lad.
Mhm.
You see, with culture appropriation, he can explain this better,
Mm.
because he lives that life. But for me, what I get is like what they do is they'll steal your ideas. Pretty much what they do, even to this day in this music industry. If you look at it, you know, black people have always been, it's our game. But what they do is they'll sell it. They'll sell it for a white person. Look at, I mean, I'm not gonna come here and shit on anybody, but if we look
Mm.
at Eminem, Justin Timberlake, is Iggy. I've got nothing
I
but
hate
love for
Iggy,
Eminem,
but
but yeah, I've got nothing but love for Eminem. He is good at what he
yeah, for
does,
sure.
but facts remain facts. That when you appropriate and take
And
someone's
black
culture,
people have actually like they call they say like we've taken him in as like he's from the
yeah,
black community because
I
he's
mean, you
earned his
can't do.
spot kind of.
He is no, Eminem has earned it, but the matter and the truth still remains. But that's just
Yeah,
what it
definitely.
is.
At the end of the day,
People
it's still a white man, trying to take up
exactly. I
some
mean,
thing
look at what they do.
that's black.
When a white person does it, wow, brave. But when
Yeah.
a black person has been doing this, no, we don't like
Yeah,
your hair.
like when a black person even tries doing country, they get hate.
Yeah, they
Like
shit on him,
that's
but
but see
originally a
that's what I was
black
on about
person
though.
started
Uh,
blues, and then
no, but this is what I was on about. Like with the example I gave with the English thing, is it always culture appropriation if a dominant group of people are doing something that the minority does, or can it work the other way around as well? Like,
because
can
I don't think
if black people pick up on, let's say, what's something white, like country, right, or maybe Coachella, and
country is
like
not but
wearing.
country is not white. Country
Yeah, but
actually
that's what it's known.
originated from.
It's known as white, though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
Let's pick
because
up something
that's
else. Let's
That's
think of
what they
something else
did
that's
because,
white.
like, you have to understand the best way to make people for not have self-esteem or racial esteem
Definitely,
is
definitely.
exactly just remove history. That's why there's a that's like someone like someone said, like, if a slave was caught reading, they would
Yeah,
cut his tongue because
definitely.
there's a
Yeah,
reason, because
yeah.
information, exactly, because information leads to power. So the
Knowledge.
more
Yeah,
information you get,
yeah,
exactly, knowledge, information, how you and because that's the thing. If you educate people and then like how we say, no, but guys, that was a long time ago.
no, no,
You
that
can't
doesn't
just
matter,
always say
obviously.
no. It was
Yeah,
no. It does matter because you have to actually sit down and say, this is our history. You guys fucked us up. The
but
Germans,
yeah.
the Germans looked at it like, guys, yes, we fucked up. Here
Mhm.
the Germans actually paid back the Jews, like, guys, we fucked up. We're sorry. We're
Yeah.
trying to make amends with you. America is not doing that shit to
Let's not
African
talk about
Americans, bro.
that. But
Like, no,
s-
no, no, no. Come on, it's a long
see,
time ago, bro.
see, that's what I'm saying though. So like,
Yeah.
I get that it might not have been originated, like by white people, but it's still known as a white people thing, country now.
Yeah,
So
whitewashing. It's
yeah,
called whitewashing.
so that's what I'm trying to say. Like, so if
Mm.
someone from minority, black people, brown people, we try to do something
Mhm.
that's white, is that also considered cultural appropriation, or is it not?
See,
Is it not?
you see, that's why I also that's where the what's that? That's where the fine line is, eh? But
Right.
you see, like, the thing exactly, but it's dominant group because, like, if
Right.
we're
So
honest,
I feel like we get the pass.
exactly,
Right.
I wouldn't say it's a pass. I just feel like we also grow up watching, also grow up being whitewashed from a young age.
That's true,
That
man. Every
exactly,
single cartoon, every single series, every
exactly.
single
We
movie,
grow
America, 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 America,
Exactly. We
America.
grew up
That's
being
it.
whitewashed. So that's why when
Yeah.
you think for yourself, it's a bit hard.
It's
Because
always
haven't you
gonna be
ever
worse,
noticed?
man.
Exactly, man. And we also do it to ourselves.
Yeah, we had
We
the choice.
reject.
Our parents could have made us watch local
No,
television,
no, no,
but
no, 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 not that. Like when we grow up, when now we are at a point where we
uh
have knowledge.
yeah, now
Like
we do.
now,
Yeah, definitely.
exactly. Which we'll talk about colorism in a different podcast, but now it's about cultural appropriation. But
Yeah.
this is what we do. We grow up in a time where even with white Jesus,
Okay,
white Jesus,
that kind of makes sense then in that sense. Yeah, like when you get even your
exactly.
Jesus white and everything's supposed to be white and everything. I feel like in that
Exactly.
sense, even us people, like people of color, we don't really
Mm.
have a choice but to be influenced by that because it
True.
happens, man. It happens. Like right now, the way I'm
Hate
talking,
is thought.
man, most Pakistani people don't talk like this, and the way you're talking,
Exactly.
most people from Zambia, I don't think talk like that either. We picked up on accents, we picked up on things,
Mm.
the clothes we're wearing and everything, the style we have right now.
Bec-
We picked up on
It's
things, man. We picked up
it's
on
got
Western
the
culture, and yeah,
it's the white standard
white standard and all that we did.
because
But
we,
when is
we
it?
have
But, yeah, because we were influenced by it since a young age. But
mm,
because we had it all up in our faces, so it was
yeah.
natural for us to go for it. But it doesn't work
Mm.
the other way around. So I feel like that's what we're learning here with culture appropriation. Because
I don't
white people, they weren't learning about black people. They were like ignoring it. They were ignoring brown
mm,
people. They were ignoring black people. So now when
mm.
they try our culture, that's when culture appropriation comes in. Because it's like, why the fuck are you trying to like do it now? You get what I mean?
Because white guys, we live in a capitalist world.
Yeah, and I feel like that
So
is it's
anything
a
that
good
can
way to like
exactly ethics.
relate to it. Then yeah,
If so some people, if they can say you can make money off of this, they don't give
Mhm.
a fuck about
Yeah.
this. They'll find a way.
That's what I've
They'll
heard about Ariana Grande and Kylie
mm,
that they're doing. There's a word for it, I forgot, but the fact that Ariana Grande, look at her pictures from 2014, 13. Look at her now.
oh, when she was tan and now
Every
she's
year she
getting
gets
lighter.
darker and darker and darker. Now she's going lighter. Now she's going lighter.
Mm,
So she's trying to appeal to all like races in that sense, and
mm.
she's trying to stay right in the middle, like a brown shade. So she appeals to white people and black people because it's supposed to be like right in the middle with brown people.
Mm.
So
But
because you're naturally inclined. It's I won't say it's a fact, but it is a belief that you're naturally
mm.
inclined towards people who look like you. So that's why
Yeah,
it's a thing,
I
man.
mean it's the airport theory. Like when you're at the airport, you're most likely gonna sit with people who look
Exactly,
like you.
exactly, exactly.
Well, actually, the airport theory. I don't know what it's called, but it's just like when you see, if I see black people, I'm gonna
Yeah.
exactly. I'm gonna sit next. I'm not gonna
Like
sit
MJ,
with them, just next to
if I
them.
send you to like the depths of Canada, up
Yeah.
north, and you see a black man, obviously you're gonna go hit up a brother,
I'll be
man.
like, yo, six God, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Drizzy Drake. Yeah, yeah.
I could go
Drake.
sometimes I don't. Hey.
Good. Yeah, but no, that's just the truth. That's just
Yeah.
the truth. Like, I feel like
Even
the
though Drake
problem
doesn't
also with
even Drake looks like I probably look more black than Rex.
I really I don't know because like at the end of the day, you see, I can't speak for anybody but black people or myself actually.
Yeah.
I can't generalize and speak for everyone. But the thing is
Mhm.
like growing up, we're meant to hate ourselves. Example myself, like I grew up hating my hair,
Yeah.
because I wanted my hair to like this is something I had to deal with, especially when it comes to racial esteem. So racial esteem is how you view your race and yourself pretty much in your race. So
Yeah.
because growing up, I just saw white, 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 white. So I wanted my hair to
Definitely
be white,
same.
white. Exactly. I wanted my hair
Oh
to be
yeah,
one
I feel that, man. I feel
exactly.
like because when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I didn't have the
Yeah.
hair thing, but I wanted
Mhm.
my eyes to be blue. I wanted blue lenses.
Exactly. A
Yeah.
recessive gene,
Yeah.
A recessive is where your eyes and your eyes are blue, green. That's a recessive gene. Strong
Exactly.
gene, is like where your eyes are brown. So like you guys have to also just actually do your knowledge as well, your research on this
Mhm.
stuff as well, man. Because
But
cultural
we
appropriation
see
still
how we
happens today.
both were as kids inspired by it.
Of course, because
You
dude,
know,
this is how it is. Get them young, and then they grow up.
definitely,
Because like
definitely.
it's like I don't know. I haven't read this. I'm just like it's like how to make the perfect slave or the modern day slave. It's actually a
Through
publication.
media,
It's
like all that,
no
obviously.
number one. Like I have to do research on this because I saw it somewhere, but I actually forgot. This podcast reminded me. It's like how to make the modern day slave. One thing is they just make you feel inferior. The
Yeah,
moment because we all think there was this thing that smart white people are just smarter than us. My dad used to
I
warn me
don't think
like
that's true, but yeah,
exact. No, my dad used to warn me that be careful. This guy is because obviously they'll make you
they're
think,
smart in the
but in
evil
actual
ways. I'd say that.
no. That dude, most white people, if you look at them and have a discussion with them, be like, huh? Like
Yeah.
what the
See,
exactly?
right? Like
Because
people always want to go like, oh, America has Illuminati. They have underground shit. Blah blah blah. The moon landing was fake. Blah blah blah. Which I think it was, and 9/11 was an
you
insane
and me
job and all
both.
that. But FBI don't at me. But what I'm saying is that
Mm.
when you look at the average white person, at least from the U.S., people are usually dumb. That's just a fact.
Yeah,
Pick up someone from India. Pick up someone from Japan. Smart people. So like that's how it. I mean, again, that's a stereotype. But what I'm saying is like we always assume that white people are like they're the
smart.
criminal masterminds.
Yeah,
But I feel like, and maybe some of them might be, but the
yeah.
average white man, not really.
But this world was not made for us, bro. You have to understand that the white person, like when you think of white, you think of beauty and perfection. You think of black. Think about this. When I have something against you, it's called blackmail. I go, bro. If you don't do this,
Yeah,
I'll
I've seen the
blackmail you.
Muhammad Ali
I'll put you,
video. Yeah,
exactly. I'll put you on the blacklist. You know
blacklist, black money, black market, black
exactly.
sheep,
Anything that's just different
and
is
then
just
there's white
referred to
like
as
Snow
black.
White and
Snow
White as Snow,
White.
all that, and like
Exactly.
like white list and all that,
Mhm.
man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You see, so that's the thing. Like, I mean, you know what? I also
it's
tell
like
people like
racism is embedded in like the English language.
this is the thing. Like, even with the shows we watch, like, like it's just it's sad because like
Yeah,
when we get to colorism, we'll talk about this and how it affects especially
yeah,
young black men and women, and also for yourself. You give your perception of how brown people, are affected by this
yeah,
as well. I can only give you my perspective and how
yeah,
I've grown up as well.
definitely.
But yeah, bro. But the way I see, because even let's talk about rock and roll. Let's talk about because music is easy to because it's an actual fact. Because with music, rock and roll, people, if you ask who's the king or queen of rock and roll, people will say Elvis.
Yeah,
But in actual fact, Elvis was known to steal black people's songs and stuff, and then he'll sell them. And because he's a white person looking at him as perfection, or I lie, or would I lie? Have I listened to some Elvis? Yes, because I didn't know anything.
yeah,
Sometimes ignorance is bliss, man. You don't have to listen and think. But now when you have information and say, Elvis actually, you know,
mm,
stole
hmm,
a black man's craft, and
yeah,
he made it. And because also you have to understand, media is king.
yeah, for
Hitler
sure.
Hitler was Hitler because he understood that if I use media to make people hate these Jews
Yeah,
and other thing, media is king
yeah,
because
definitely.
that's what we do to entertain ourselves. And sometimes subconsciously, you're getting fucked in the ass. No Vaseline, it's true, man. And you're just there
Not
like,
a
what's
sponsor.
that?
Yeah,
Exactly. What's that champagne? And that's what happens. The
yeah.
thing
You
is
don't
like,
see it. It's always happening for
mm,
sure.
it's
And
happening, bro. Look, I mean, look at the most rappers, because like example, if I was a rapper, which I'm not, please don't ask me if I am.
He's
Please,
a
I
rapper.
do rap, but
Check
I'm
out
not a
check out
rapper.
MJ's SoundCloud.
Yeah, but exactly. But I always tell people like, listen, even these guys will tell you what they want to do is like, if you go into the studio and then you go, because there's this thing where you call the listening, they listen to your entire album in front of the executives and stuff and
Yeah.
the RA whatever, they'll be like, I don't think it's so to our urban.
Yeah.
So urban pretty much just going to the teenagers, white
Mm-hmm.
teenagers,
When you're setting the
because that's the.
demographic and everything, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is
Like
why you
you
see
gotta
even
cater to it like very specific audience.
exactly, and which is also which affects music, because as a young black man growing up, most people look at like the only way I can become successful is if I talk about bitches,
Money,
or if money,
weed, all that.
exactly, talking about haters, talking about me shooting my friend in the fucking face.
Yeah.
And that's the sad thing about that's what even I was
That's
talking to
what
my
that's the
lecturer about
vibe
this.
hip hop gives now, honestly.
You see,
That's all it
exactly.
is. Like
I mean,
meaningful lyrics are dead is what it seems like.
no,
Even though they're
well, I
not.
can't say that.
No,
No,
it's what it
I can't
seems
say
like.
that. J. Cole is there.
No,
Kendrick
that's what I'm
Lamar is
saying.
there.
I'm not. I know.
Yeah,
That's
no, it's
legit.
true.
Those are
But
the people I'm talking about. But I'm just saying that's what it seems like though, because of the
exactly.
masses you hear, the mainstream shit you hear. You know.
Yeah, mainstream is just pretty much about, oh, let me
Yeah.
fuck, I'm gonna fuck your bitch. Then
Exactly.
I'll tell you about it.
Yeah.
And then
or
people
like,
might,
or you won't tell the person about it because like
when it comes
Boba,
exactly,
right?
exactly,
Just
when it comes
like,
to this, I will not be politically
Shane, I'll let
correct.
you know. Yeah.
Exactly, for this, like, I will not be politically correct, because it's
Yeah.
just a fact. They say, yo, I'm gonna fuck your bitch, and then after that I'm gonna tell you about it, and then fuck your homies, and that's just the thing, you know. So with black people, and it's gonna take a while, bro. It might not even happen
It's so
when.
sexual as well. Like you've heard
Mm.
Pop Out? What's his name? I forgot the kid's name. There's a song called Pop Out, and
I don't listen
when like we pop
to.
out at your party and the game, blah blah blah. He
Mm.
goes like pack the suitcase with I don't know. He goes like pack the suitcase with condoms and like dollars with a blue face. You know, like he's trying to say like he's got like money and
Yeah.
condoms in his suitcase. That's all.
Yeah, but I generally stop listening to like that when I just realized that, because like your
it gets
diet
boring.
does.
It gets boring at a point.
It's not only that, but you also have to understand, like, your diet is not only what you eat, it's what you consume, it's what you
Exactly.
read, it's
So
what
what
you
you're
watch.
hearing is something you're actually listening to, and like it's feeding you and sculpting your mind.
Exactly. People will say, but how does that tie to
It's setting
culture
unrealistic
appropriation?
expectations as well. You
Mm,
know, like
mm,
if you're listening to a song about this guy posing himself as a winner because
mm.
he's packing a suitcase full of condoms because he's about to have a lot of sex with a lot of women
Yeah.
all over the world. And my bitch is foreign. Every single song says
Mm.
that, right?
Yeah.
Like what's that called? Low Life by The Weeknd and
Mm.
Future. You know,
Mm.
bitch from Pakistan, which for me isn't foreign, by the way, but for him it is.
No, of course.
But like, they always gotta brag about things. So in your mind, you're like, shit, man, I'm like nothing. You look at these guys winning at life, and it just
Yeah,
sets
but
unrealistic expectations.
but hip hop is originally
But
a
that's what they have to.
braggadocious sport.
Yeah, but that's what they
Yeah.
have to
So
do because that's what the management wants. That's what the
yeah,
production wants.
like, do I hate hip hop? No, bro. Hip hop is amazing.
Yeah.
NWA, like, listen, I listen to Ras because Ras talks about ownership. Like, he's a white man who's telling you, like, listen,
Yeah.
bro,
See, so what would Russ
the
be
best way
wouldn't
to
that be culture appropriation?
No, he knows he is. He knows it. Like, the one thing I fuck with Ras is he'll tell you, like, yeah, I'm culture appropriating, but I'm not making, like, I think it's even in an interview he did, is like, yes, I'm a culture appropriator, but I'm not disrespecting the game.
Yeah,
I'm not talking
I feel
about
like that's
pussy.
what it's about. I feel like that's
Exactly.
What it's about.
He says, like, yes, I make money off of this, but I'm not disrespecting the game. What thing I'm doing is I'm talking. Hip hop is braggadocious.
Definitely.
Even if I did hip hop, I would be bragging about how I started up. But my brag would be like how I started with my boys, how we started from nothing. Because I feel like exactly. I think also it's like also with the. It's just also sad because, like, at the end of the day, I'm not African American, man. Some of those guys have it tough, man. They grow up with seeing the brothers get shot, the best friends getting shot, the mom and dad being into drugs. So I can't speak for them, I can only speak for myself, man. I grew up I didn't do drugs. I didn't see my mom. I just saw my dad and mom work hard, but I feel like with hip hop, with music, is if you tell your truth, people will fuck with you. But
Yeah,
if you
music
lie, like
transcends, all like
exactly,
differences, genders,
exactly. But
society,
when it comes, people
culture,
be
and
like,
all that.
so music culture appropriation, how? Because like it also make black people feel like if you grow up into this world where it's just appropriated,
Yeah.
it also takes value away from it, and obviously, it's just that it also creates inferiority. Can I speak
An
English
inferiority
today?
complex and stuff. Yeah.
There, there,
So
there, there you go. Thank
if
you.
if uh if I were to visit Nigeria, right, and I'm
Yep, yep.
wearing the shiki, which I have by the way,
Mm.
am I gonna be like the culture appropriator? Because I'm not
You, you
a
see, that's the
dominant
thing. You
society.
see, exactly. You see, that's the thing. I can't speak for a Nigerian man,
Okay,
because
I go to
other
Zambia.
no,
What do you guys wear in
you know,
Zambia?
we just we wear clothes. Number one, guys, come on.
Or for real?
For
No,
real?
but,
Why are you surprised?
tell me about
No,
your
but
like
no,
national
no.
like
As in,
outfit or
we
whatever.
they laugh. People in Zambia were laughed at for lacking culture and not embracing our culture. So, in Zambia, for me, I'm very you know me, man. For me, it's been a while I've been there, but I'm very
Yeah.
low maintenance. So I just wear tracksuits, jumpers,
No, but I meant
white
like
shirt.
if it's like your national day and you want to wear your national clothes and stuff
No,
like
we
that.
just wear like we don't really have a
Oh,
traditional
you
like
don't. Okay,
outfit.
so
Like
okay, bad example then.
exactly.
But you get what I'm trying to get at.
No, I get what you mean. Like
If you come to
honestly,
Pakistan, right, and you wear like
mhm,
shalwar kameez, which is our like national
yeah,
like dress,
one or
people
two
are
things
gonna
will
find
happen.
that cool. Yeah, or some people are
Exactly. You
gonna be
see,
like, "Who the fuck is this dude?" You
exactly.
know,
One 50 thing. Other people look at you and say,
50
dude,
50. Yep,
he's
yep.
in, he's embracing our culture. Other people look like, dude, what the fuck is that black guy doing wearing that shit, man?
Hmm.
You know?
So
And
I was asking your opinion though. What do you think? Like
no, for me, like, dude,
a
like if
white
I
person
bring
just
you
shows
home,
up and he does that.
you see, this is the thing. White people embrace culture,
No, but what if the white person is
Uh,
respectful, like Russ, and he's trying to
like,
indulge? He's not just there to like take a picture for Instagram and then leave.
I personally don't have a problem with that. If you see, the thing is like you never know someone's intentions. If his intentions are
Right.
pure,
I feel like that's what it comes down to. I feel like cultural appropriation
exactly.
is fine as
No, no,
no,
no, no,
like
no, no. It's
when it
never
comes
fun.
to
It's
respect,
never fun.
being
No, no, no.
respectful.
It's never fun. Well,
So you're saying
we're in
Russ
a
isn't
capitalist.
fine.
No, no. Listen, I'm not saying like I'm making like oh this person and he's aware that he does it, but he even
But
said
what's
like
your
I'm
opinion on
aware.
it? Does he get this pass from you or what?
No, like for dude, like for me, I just respect someone who cares about the craft.
Okay,
So if I say, do I think Eminem is a great lyricist and he's a
for
great
sure,
rapper?
for
Or
sure.
I would say yes because he
Does he
respects the
respect the
craft.
craft? Sure, yeah, he does.
Exactly, he
Russ does.
respects the craft.
Post
He's not
Malone does. Post Malone has not just because Post Malone does his own thing mixed with like
exactly. If you
something
see,
from
for
like
me, like, dude, if
some
you
culture
respect, like, at
appropriation.
the end of the day, I'm not jealous about your hunting and gathering skills. Those are yours.
All right.
You know,
Mhm.
one thing is like if you're aware that yes, it's fucked up. The system favors us. Like I always tell people, to be honest, if it was other ways around, if the black people were the ones who were dominant,
Yeah.
it would still be the same. White people would be
Yeah.
complaining.
Yeah.
Or a group will always complain.
Someone will always complain. Yeah. At the end of the day.
If there was a thing called black privilege, I would be happy. I would be sitting here, like honestly,
Yeah.
there's I would be sitting here and not complaining because that's the thing. When the system favors you, sometimes you're oblivious. You don't see it. You don't
That's
see it.
true.
That's why I don't get upset at some people who, when I tell them this is what's happening, and they've never been educated because they grew up around people who looked at them. If you get upset at every time when someone does, you'll be tired, man. You'll just go to the grave very
Yeah.
pissed off.
So
But when we tell you
yeah.
like, but when we educate you, like, yo,
Yeah.
bro, this is what it is. For me, like, honestly, if I saw a white man, like, and I knew him, I would sit down and say, let's have this conversation. Why are
Yeah.
you doing that? It starts with a conversation.
Why are you running? Yeah.
Exactly. Before anything else, we have. But the thing is, with American culture, Western cultures, they do that.
Yeah.
They put braids on a white woman. Wow.
See, that's what I was
so
on about. Yeah.
challenging.
So
Exactly.
those
So
things
she's challenging things, but on
they
our
definitely
and the
probably
problem.
piss you off. They piss me off as
Exa-
well. Where even though
exactly.
I'm not black, but that even that stuff pisses me off, and especially if they start doing something from my culture as well, that's gonna piss me off as well. But that's what I'm saying. So what if an artist like Bruss comes out, right, and he's doing his thing, he's adding some Pakistani music into his music, right, some Pakistani instruments and all that, and he's like,
he's
and he's being
respecting your
respectful,
culture.
and he's being
Exactly.
respectful and all that. Does he get the pass? Is what all I'm asking.
Well, I can't speak for that because obviously it's other people. But for me, I feel like
Russ
if
said,
you do
right,
it, there's
the way he is right
it's
now
like yeah.
would
No,
be on
as in
some black
I give
stuff.
I wouldn't say I'm just one person. I can't give him the pass. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
The thing
personally though, personally in your head,
no, for me personally, I fuck with Russ because he tells you how to 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 fuck the system.
okay,
The ownership. He says, bruh,
like he's on
ownership,
your
bruh.
side.
Exactly. He says that's more than no. I wouldn't say my side. You know, at the end of the day, if Russ is on the road, he's not gonna get stopped and pulled over. I'm there.
But he
I might
wants
get
to
a bullet
be.
for free.
He wants to
No,
be
I
treated
wouldn't say that.
fairly. He wants to be treated
Yeah,
equally.
that'll never change. Not anytime
No,
soon.
it's not going to change, but it depends on what you want, right? At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, yeah. But at the end of the day, like I said, with Russ, with his music, I fuck with it because he talks about ownership, about freeing your mind and shit like that.
Mhm.
You know, but also it's to his advantage because sometimes also when you're white, you can say some outrageous shit. I also used me and my sister sat down and was like, if Justin Bieber was black, would it be the same? You know, would he have had the same impact he has today?
I
So it's
mean,
just
honestly, for me, I haven't, because like you remember, what's his name? Obviously, there's Bieber, there's Shawn Mendes, there's Cody Simpson, there's
yeah,
Grayson Chance. Is that what his name was? You've seen
I
these
have no
little
idea.
kids, like teens,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
get huge and all that, but I
Mhm.
haven't seen like a black person start out that young and get that fame. They start
Usher,
out young, but like they didn't blow up like these people did.
Usher, Usher,
Did he blow up like
Ma-
as a 14, 15-year old though?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's there, but he had the Jackson
Mhm.
5 though. So I want to say
No, but
like
for him, his life was hard because from a young age, it was like, motherfucker, you're gonna sing, and you're gonna sing.
okay, let's say modern times though. In modern times though,
I have no idea because
I
it's
haven't
like
seen
that's
it
the
at
thing.
least. I feel like it's
Yeah,
the white white power
but
is taking over.
dude, like that's the thing because like at the end of the day, white power, he who controls the narrative is the winner.
Yeah, controls history.
If a white person says like, "Oh, bruh, you know, I went," because I feel like that's what had happened at the beginning. Christopher Columbus went and he said, "Yo, bro, these guys are savages.
yeah.
Let's go. Let's carry machetes. Let's carry."
Mhm.
I also say the problem with us black people sometimes is that our hospitality also fucks us in the ass.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when when we allow people, it's like being kind. You allow someone, then eventually they'll walk over your fucking ass, and then you have to make a decision. You know, like
Yeah.
Vaseline or no Vaseline. And you say, no, fuck that shit, bruh. Fuck
Yeah.
you. And that's just the thing. Sometimes being, welcoming can also bite you in the ass. So it's just that with culture appropriation, man, it's just it's never gonna end anytime soon. I'm an optimist. I believe in I'm a person who believes in rainbows and gold at the end of the rainbow. But when it comes to
LGBTQ
system,
plus basically.
exactly,
Yeah.
no, no,
That's what rainbows
no.
are
But
now.
yeah, oh,
Mhm.
really? Oh, I didn't even know that. You see, because but when I believe in, with structural stuff,
Mhm.
as long as the dominant, and we live in a capitalist world,
It's always going to
as
be
long as
a dominant,
it's
and
yep, yeah, exactly. As long as
always a
white people see
minority. Yeah.
something they like, and from
So
minority group,
so at the end of the day, what I'm getting from this is that there is no right or wrong
there is a right and wrong.
with cultural appropriation.
There is a right or wrong. You steal
No,
from
but
people.
like,
If you want to do that, then let the people who do that culture represent it themselves. It's about representation. You
so
know,
you're allowed to do it in
I can't
moderate
let you.
amounts. Is it?
I can't let you. No, 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 no. If like for me, the way I believe it,
I
the
want to
way
know.
it's
I
like
want
if
to
you.
know from you the
Mhm.
way it's fine. Like what's fine.
Nothing is, dude. You like.
Nothing's
No,
fine.
wait. No, no, wait. You know, appropriation means like getting something from a oppressed group, right?
Yeah.
And then you benefiting from it.
Let's talk about Gordon Ramsay making a classic Zambian
Mm,
dish, right? And
mm.
that's all he's doing these days. He's making food from Zambia.
From Zambia. But
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay does go to Zambia, right? And
Yeah,
they
he
ask
does.
the
He
local.
does.
Yeah, he does also ask the local community and stuff like that.
He helps the
And then
small
those
businesses
people,
out.
exactly. You see, that's that's also a fucked up thing, huh? He's using
Right.
his white privilege to
That's
help
what I'm
other
saying. That's
people,
what I'm
right?
saying. It gets tricky because in the end, he's doing it for money, but at the same time, he's helping out Zambia.
It's also helping some. Ah,
Because when
dude,
people are gonna
that's
see Gordon Ramsay in Zambia, they're gonna want to visit Zambia as well. That happens. So like all that, like combined, that's what I'm on about. It
but
gets kind of
it's
tricky.
but I don't think he's appropriated unless he now he just fucked us and then he goes to America and starts saying, "Oh, I made this recipe." And now he's fucking us.
Mhm. Yeah, I get what you. But like, see the Russ thing. Like, we kind of
Inclusion.
yeah. I mean, with Russ, we give him the pass, but we at the same time we kind of say he's still white. So it's like,
No, he's white. Russ is white. Like
yeah.
if he
Look,
comes to the
cultural
cookout,
appropriation
what
isn't
telling me
like
you're white?
cultural appropriation isn't like you get an injection and turn black or turn brown. Obviously,
No, it's just
yeah.
stealing. But the thing with Russ, he
So you can
appreciates, man.
steal with respect. Is that what
He's
it
not.
is?
I can't say you can steal because, dude, even for me, I'll appropriate some things, But I'm not gonna come there and say, no, I did it by myself. No, I would give you a reference. It's like
So
plagiarism,
isn't it
right?
always wrong then? That's what I'm saying.
No,
'Cause
I can't say it's
I asked
always
you
wrong
if this is
because,
right and wrong.
but the truth is, no. That's what I'm saying. I'm also one person. I can't say like
Yeah,
this is
but
right or
obviously I'm
wrong.
not talking the world though. It's just me and
Of
you
course.
here. So
Oh,
like,
I know. It's you and me, and then the people who watch this,
yeah,
obviously.
but like I
And,
want to
and
know from you.
oh
I
no,
feel like you're
from my
being. I
from
feel like you're playing it really safe here to not
no,
offend
no, no.
people.
For me, my perspective. You see, my perspective is this.
See, for me, before you get on with
Mhm.
yours, I'll say
Mhm.
if you're being true to it, go for it.
Yeah,
But if you're
that's what I'm
legit,
saying.
just being fake about it and doing it for the views or the money and all that, then go to hell.
No, the thing is, like, for me, I'll agree with you. If you're doing it because you genuinely love it,
Yeah,
you have a
that's what I'm on
passion, and
about.
you also, even when you pinpoint, this is the people who influence. These are the people: Michael Jackson, James
Yeah,
Brown,
yeah.
Ray Charles, Whitney, the black people, Marvin Gaye, who made music, and say these are the people who I get from.
Yeah.
Then I'm cool with that.
Mhm.
As long as you bring light, oh, these are the people whose ideas I get from these black people. Yes, you're bringing light to it. You're actually uplifting a culture,
Exactly.
giving a culture a voice. I've got no problem with it. But if you're doing no, what do you mean? This is my idea. Then you can fuck yourself. Then. So best, guys, like we're glad to be back, man. Best and I can talk for like hours when it comes to this culture
When it
appropriation
comes to
stuff,
anything,
man.
honestly, but yeah,
When it comes to anything, man. But
we're
either way,
trying
our
to
job
like
here.
keep it shorter
Mm.
now.
Exactly, that's what she said. And guys, we just also wanna, also just wanna say thank you if you're still here, and we went on a hiatus, and you're still watching, bruh. Thank you. If you've reached this far, my word, man, you deserve me or best to sit on your face, man. That's the least we can do for you, man.
Just slide the DMs.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, DMs, man, and send a picture of your face, and so we know how to sit on it.
We'll judge.
But either way, best, any words of wisdom you have?
Wait, I'd appreciate it if you could bless me, man, because I keep sneezing. But
Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah.
but just wear your masks. It's not over.
Yeah.
We're all infected.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Words of wisdom for me, man, is just that you're allowed, be a human being. You're allowed to feel sad. You're allowed to not be where you think you should be, because sometimes it's usually during that place where you sit down where you realize what you're actually good at. So, and people's opinions of you are just that, opinions. Peace, love, cheese from Best and I, man. You guys take care. Wishing you a fantastic Christmas holiday, man.
Yeah,
Peace,
Happy New
love,
Year.
and
Well, we're
cheese.
gonna put out more before the New Year, but
Oh, yeah.
Happy New
We're
Year in
back,
advance.
guys.
Yeah.
We're back. We're back.
Take care. Peace.
All right.